And he says, look, Mr. Deedat, how can anything good come out of evil? Same, back again, in the circle. I could see all that. So therefore, it takes me time to get up. I don't know what to say. But I have to open my mouth. And alhamdulillah, Allah gives it to you. He gives it to you. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. I said, whosoever strives in our way, we open up doorways for them. This is the law. You're working for him, he must help you. He gives you as if from his own presence. Ilm ladunni. No Jibreel comes to me. No angel comes to me and whispers in my ear. I say, tell him this. Tell him that. Nothing. But this human computer, the computer that Allah has made, if you are leading your life, you're trying to lead according to the teachings of God, according to the Quran, He is there to help you. So I stand up and I said, you see, eating an apple in the garden was a great sin. So they all agreed. That's apple or whatever, but they say apple. Figuratively, let's say apple. Adam and Eve, they ate the apple, great sin, for which man was thrown out of the garden, and we are all going to go to hell, according to you. Great sin. Eating an apple in the garden was a great sin. He said, yes. But as against that, killing the only begotten Son of God, one he produced in 1 billion years, only one. Only one son he produced, according to the Christian. They only produced one son. And this son murdered. The murder of the only begotten Son of God is the most heinous crime one can think of. He said, yes. And yet I say, you say, out of that murder of the only Son of God came the gift of redemption. Redemption means free from sin, salvation, Jannah. Out of that murder of the only Son of God, I said, you tell me, how can anything good come out of evil? Finished. He says, Allah gives it to you. People ask again and again. He says, no, how do you get these ideas? Like, if you see the other tape, Swaggart. You know Jimmy Swaggart? He posed a problem for me. He said, look, Mr. Deedat, we allowed you to come into America. Why don't you allow us to get into Makkah and Medina? Allow me, he said, to get into Makkah and Medina. Do you remember that? If you have seen the tape. Now everybody is tensed, including myself. Everybody is tensed. Because now it needs a lengthy explanation. To say, you know, you people are filthy, dirty people. You people are pig eaters. You people are wine bibbers. What a way of answering. But look, as we start, look, you people are going to mess up our places. Therefore, we don't want you. That is what you are expecting. Everybody is expecting that. Now we have to start hammering him. You know, your way of life is not like our way of life, and you're going to mess up Makkah and Medina with your prostitutes and your whatever you're going to do now. We have to open up our hotels for you, 5-star hotels, so you can come along and see the sights. Business is business. Saudi or otherwise, once it's open to business. We want to do business. We want to make money, our businessmen. So it's going to mess up the whole place. Therefore, no. I stood up and I said, it's very easy. It's very easy. You want to come into Makkah, Medina? Very easy. I said, you see, every country has its rules and regulations of how to get into your country. Kuwait has it. Saudi Arabia has it. South Africa has it. Every nation has got their own rules of issuing visas. Zambia, at one stage, I was going to Zambia. And they made me to fill an affidavit, a form, application form. On the back is an affidavit I must make, saying that I do not recognize the illegitimate Smith regime in southern Rhodesia. You see, South and Northern Rhodesia were ruled by the British, and then Smith declared a UDI, Unilateral Declaration of Independence in southern Rhodesia. So, and he was not prepared to listen for 12 years. You know, the war went on, the Bush War they call it, for 12 years. Eventually he came to his knees, and now it is Zimbabwe. The country is now called Zimbabwe. But now Zambians are asking me to sign this affidavit that I do not recognize the illegitimate In common language, the bastard regime of Smith I don't recognize. So I said, look, this is not my business, man. Why get me involved into this? One day I might have to go there. And I said, look, you are calling us illegitimate. So why? This is the battle between you two. You fight it out. I said, no, if you don't sign this, you don't come to Zambia. They had a right, I had to sign. Because I wanted to go to Zambia, I had to sign the dotted line. I signed it. So, every country has got its rules. Saudi Arabia has the rules. And it's very easy. Saudi Arabia's rules are so easy, wallah. I said, you just read with your mouth, say, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And visa is granted. They won't ask you whether you are an American Muslim, whether you are an Eskimo Muslim, whether you are a Hindi Muslim. You Muslim? Our doors are open. That's a visa requirement. Just utter the words and visa is granted. Now, he must have the last word. He must have the last word. So towards the end, he had a chance. I didn't have a chance to come back. He said, all right, Mr. Deedat, if I can't get to Makkah and Medina, I didn't say he can't get to Makkah and Medina. He can. Just easy formula, say. Those you believe, there is but one Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. That's all. Visas are granted. So he said, if I can't get into Makkah or Medina, what about me appearing on TV? Makkah and Medina. He wants to appear on TV. Because he was appearing then about 400 TV stations of the world. More than 400 TV stations of the world. His daily budget was $1 million a day. That's swaggart. So what about on TV? Now since I started it, I have to finish it. So after the debate, I didn't have a chance to answer him. And I didn't know. You see, one doesn't know what you're going to answer. Is the computer does the job, Allah's computer. Because at times I'm watching tapes, my own tapes, old tapes. And at question time, I'm listening to the question. And I am getting worried, how will this guy answer him? That's me. How will he answer that fellow? I can't. The mind is not working. But now while the guy is asking question, Allah is putting the answer in the computer. He is putting it in the computer. So the answer is easy. It's coming. It's coming. But now, so this is how it works. So I come to Abu Dhabi, and they had shown my tapes on Abu Dhabi TV, on Dubai TV, and the director of television, he's telling me about this answer I gave. He liked it very much, he says. All Arab Muslims seem to have liked that answer very much. This is easy way to get the visa to Saudi Arabia, for Makkah and Medina, very easy. So that was very good. He said, Mr. Deedat, how did you get it? I said, look, I don't know. Allah helps. So I said, now he's asking, he wants to get on TV. So he's telling me the director is very easy. I said, what do you mean very easy? I can't seem to get on. How can it be easy for an enemy of God? He said, no, it's very easy, Mr. Deedat. You see, you ask him to come to Abu Dhabi, and we will have a debate or two with you here. We will give him a first-class ticket for him and his wife, and we'll give him a 5-star hotel accommodation. And you have a debate or two, and we'll have that televised by satellite throughout the Middle East, including Makkah and Medina. By satellite, they'll beam it right through, and Makkah and Medina can pick it up. His wish is granted. So I return home and I write to him. I says, Jimmy, your prayer is answered. Your prayer is granted. You want to appear on Makkah Medina TV? Easy. Now, you tell me when, you come with your wife, we give you a first-class ticket, 5-star hotel accommodation, and we have a debate or two in Abu Dhabi, and they will do the rest. No answer. So I write him another letter, no answer. I send him a telegram, no answer. Then I get his telex number, I send him a telex, no answer. 9 months later,